And welcome back. It is a busy day out here in Deer District as we count down to the first Republican presidential debate. As you can see from this live picture outside Fiserv Forum, a lot of activity as the city and state prepares for this historic event.
Traffic's still moving pretty well, but let's get ready for that to change. A lot of streets going to close down around Fiserv Forum. Candidates taking the stage at 8 o'clock, but the front runner, former President Donald Trump, will not be among them. Joining us now to talk about this night, it feels like an old episode of Crossfire here. We have Ben Wikler, chair of the Democratic Party of Wisconsin, Brian Schimming, chair of the Republican Party of Wisconsin. Both of you to our left. How did that happen? Thank you both for joining us. Brian, since this is your party tonight, we're going to start with you. Former President Trump will not be here tonight. He said in a statement he'll be watching this as an audition to work for him in his second term. With him laying that down, why are we here tonight? What is this all about?
Look, this is about the whole country having exposure to all the Republican candidates except Donald Trump. As state chairman, I would have loved to have him here, but let's face it, he's been on the ballot twice, been the nominee twice, right-of-center voters know who he is. This gives exposure to the 8 candidates from all across the spectrum on the Republican side. I'm excited about that because it gives them the chance, number one, to make their case personally, but also to make the case against Joe Biden in a state that has suffered greatly under Joe Biden. I like that fact that they can show what they've got.
And Ben, with people watching from home, undecided voters, as they watch the 8 Republican candidates on stage, what would you say they need to keep in mind or watch for in the debate tonight?
The big question voters should approach this election with is who will fight for my freedom, who will fight for my safety, my dignity as a worker and as a family. And what we've seen from all these Republican candidates is support for abortion bans, support for banning books, opposition to gun safety measures that most Wisconsinites and most Americans support. So unfortunately, I think we're going to see a lot of kind of MAGA wannabes on stage tonight when Wisconsin voters have rejected the kind of ultra MAGA policies in election after election after election since 2018.
That will come quite as a surprise to Ron Johnson, who, after having $100 million dumped on him from out of state, the top target for the Democrats in the country, Ron Johnson, one of the most conservative folks ever in the U.S. Senate from Wisconsin, he got reelected despite all of this rhetoric.
Well,
they lost.
We've only won 15 of the last 18 statewide elections. So that's a fair point. It's not every one of them. That's why I hope no Democrat takes this election for granted.
Well, this is really interesting because we're having a debate here before the debate.
And that was my question to you. I mean, 15 of the last 18 statewide elections were won by this guy and his friends right here. What do you do to convince voters the next time out there's a statewide election to go with your guys?
In addition to the fact that Ron Johnson won, let's not have revisionist history about 2022. Ron Johnson won, but despite a national assault from their out-of-state financial friends. We elected the first Republican in western Wisconsin to Congress in 26 years. We picked up 3 seats in the Assembly. We picked up a supermajority in the state Senate. So if that's the idea of victory for the Democrats, I'll take more of that.
Ben, I'm curious because obviously Wisconsin is a swing state given the last 2, especially presidential elections. We've all seen that happen. And now the RNC is here in Milwaukee. How do you break through the noise of the excitement that the city has to have the Republican National Convention and the debate here and then the convention here in a year?
There's a pretty clear reason why the Republicans are putting all their chips on the Badger State, because they cannot win the White House unless they win in Wisconsin. And for Wisconsin Democrats, for independent voters that don't want to go back to the chaos of the Trump years, I think it's really imperative to make sure that people hear from their friends, from their neighbors, about why they're opposed to abortion bans, why they want to make sure we still have an administration that believes in workers' rights and believes in creating jobs and building things here in Wisconsin and in America. Those are the issues that we know will matter in 2024, and that's why we're organizing across the state at a grassroots level year in and year out.
Do you agree with that? Do Republicans have to win Wisconsin to get the White House in 24?
No doubt. I think Wisconsin is, I always say Wisconsin's not one of 50 states, we're one of 5. I mean, the truth is we know where most of the states will go. The problem for the Democrats in Wisconsin is Joe Biden is upside down on almost every polling number in this state. Only 4 in 10 Democrats want Joe Biden to run for re-election. That's an enthusiasm gap for the Democrats, and it's great for the Republicans.
I've heard this MAGA wannabe statement from Democratic leaders all day today and in the past. How fair is that to say that the 8 candidates on stage are MAGA wannabes?
Well, my friend Ben here has got to have something to say, and so that's what that's their term. But the truth of the matter is we have a variety of candidates, as everyone knows, on this stage tonight. I'm excited about the opportunity for those candidates to speak to millions of people tonight and offer themselves as candidate for president. So as I say, they're always, as debates go, we've all done debate coaching, they're thinking about how to break through. But the truth is, this debate tonight is about the failure of Joe Biden and the Democrats in Congress, and every poll in this country shows the people know it.
I think about that, and I just think about the Supreme Court election, where voters got a distilled version from a guy who helped advise the fake elector strategy in 2020 versus someone who believed that people should make their own medical decisions.
All right.
They voted overwhelmingly for Democrats. We'll see what happens next year.
And we will leave this discussion here for now. Gentlemen, Ben Wikler, Brian Schimming, thank you both so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Great to
thank
be
you for
with you.
setting the stage for what's going to be a fascinating night here at
Great to
Fiserv
be here.
Forum. All right,
Absolutely.
thank you, gentlemen.